Hey everybody, welcome to Grace with Paul Gray. Today we're finishing up our study this week, or our talk about creativity. The fact that we are made in the image and the likeness of God. Jesus is the master creator who spoke everything into existence, and the Holy Spirit of Jesus lives in us, and God is still creating. And now He's creating in partnership with us, in us, and as us, and through us. He's given each and every one of us creative ability, whether we know it or not, whether we know Him or not. No matter what our age is, or our status, or our socioeconomic situation, or education, or anything, past experience, we've all been given the opportunity to continue to create with God. Now, hopefully you've been listening to the Holy Spirit in you, and you have some ideas on what God might want to create with you. We've talked about figuring out the best time for us to create, best time of the day, and it varies with everybody. Today I want to give you my thoughts on one final key to creating with God. I've learned that with creating, as well as with anything else, when I ask God for wisdom, for advice, for counseling, for direction, for help, for Holy Spirit power, creativity to flow through me, that I need to be willing in advance to joyfully do whatever God asks me to do when I ask for advice. For example, if I ask for help in writing, in creating, and God starts revealing to me that He wants me to write about being nice and kind and loving to hard-to-love people, and I've got somebody in my life like that, and I don't want to be nice and kind and loving to them, so I don't write about it, and instead I write about baseball or something else. I can't expect the creativity to come like I would like it to. James says this, James 1:2-8. If any of you lack wisdom to guide him through a decision or a circumstance, he is to ask of our benevolent God, who gives to everyone generously and without rebuke or blame, and it will be given to him. But he must ask for wisdom in faith, without doubting God's willingness to help. For the one who doubts is like a billowing surge of the sea that is blown about and tossed by the wind. For such a person ought not to think or expect that he will receive anything at all from the Lord, being a double-minded man, unstable and restless in all his ways, and everything he thinks, feels, or decides. That's the Amplified Version. Now, my understanding here is that James is saying that before we ask for wisdom or help for anything else with God, we need to decide in advance and commit that we're going to obey, that we're going to take what God tells us and do it, even if it's not what we would like to do, what we expect, what we think is right, or what we want to do. If we continue to relate to God in that kind of a way, He's not going to tell us anything new. If I ask God for wisdom and creativity in writing, and He gives me something and I don't use it, and I go in another direction at some point, He's going to quit helping me there because He knows I'm not going to be obedient. But then when I come to my senses and decide that I'll go with what He wants, then He'll start giving me wisdom and creativity again. And I think that's true in every area of our life. So a couple of things in closing. First, if you're not hearing from God, ask Him to reveal to you why. Just say, Lord, why am I not hearing from you? My experience has been, in most every instance with people, He will tell us. Second, be creative in your life. Have fun, enjoy. God will give you the desires of your heart. As a matter of fact, He's put them there already. He has specific things that He knows will delight you as you partner with Him in His creative process. And as a result, you'll help lots of other people and get even more enjoyment. Some of you will do that with art, with music, with writing, with sewing, with cooking, with all kinds of different things, gardening, whatever it is. Let me know. Let me know what God is calling you to be creative in, and let me share that joy with you. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you next time.